Hey guys, this is an update video for the CRF250R build. He's currently working on the main shaft of the transmission, putting all the gears back together. We were held up by shipping a little bit on the items we received, but we got a whole new left and right crankcase cover, whole new left and right side of the engine, and basically everything's brand new. The head, the piston, the rod. Only thing we're reusing is the gears in the transmission. So we're actually in the works of getting some things Cerakoted. Both triple clamps are getting Cerakoted black, and then we're also getting the head Cerakoted black. Other than that, we pretty much have everything together. I ordered some custom decals. I'm excited to show you guys those. What you should say something.
Hi, I'm putting together the main shaft.
You got all the parts in one order, didn't you? We were ready to put together the transmission in one order?
Yeah, that was a fiasco. A lot of these parts came separate, and then I had to figure out what went where.
We had everything, and we were gonna assemble the transmission about last week and film the video on that, but we ended up missing two parts. We were actually missing these two in the order, so they came on the next business day. So we had to wait the whole weekend for them. That's what held us back from putting the transmission fully together. So it's been interesting with just how many parts we've ordered. So I'll go ahead and show you just kind of the recap of everything that we've ordered and how we've labeled it. So you can see here, he's actually labeled everything and circled where it goes and what we've needed. So there was one day we sat there and just organized everything into its piles. And then over here we have all of our boxes full of just not extra, but the brand new washers, nuts, and just everything. If you're wondering what all these are all just the old parts that we're not using, most of them at least. And then this is all the transmission parts that we're using. Here's the counter shaft, and then my dad's got the main shaft of the transmission right here that he's working on putting everything back together. Excited for that to be together. That's kind of the tedious part. So we may look like pros, but all these diagrams you can actually find on RockyMountainATV.com, or you can also go to Motorsport, and if you go to the OEM parts and then just select what part of the engine you're looking for on your specific bike, it'll pull up a diagram of whatever that specific part is and everything that's in it. And then this right here that I'm showing you is actually the diagram from the mechanics manual of my specific bike. So really helpful when you have a bunch of new parts like these right here and you're trying to figure out where they go in what order. It just helps you keep really organized and makes things go smoother. All right, so here's the main shaft of the transmission and the counter shaft. They're fully assembled with the gears and rings and washers and everything we need for that. So we're just getting ready to set that in the engine casing with the bearings that we set recently. As you'll see, we actually use dry ice to set these bearings. So what we did is we baked the casing at 350 degrees in the oven, which, you know, we just snuck in there while mom was not looking. And we baked those for 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and then we took the bearings and set them on dry ice. And when that happens, one expands, one contracts, and you're able just to drop them in place. And after about 10 to 15 minutes, they solidify up and you cannot get them out without a special puller tool. All right, so we're gonna set the main shaft for the transmission and the counter shaft fully assembled, and we just got the oil seals all in the engine. So he's gonna go ahead and set those in now.
There they are. Yep, okay. I have it upside down because it'll hold them in there easier. There we go.
All right, so we got the main shaft and the counter shaft assembled inside the engine casing.